All right. Let's get an audio level set. All right, folks. It's been a while. Lots to talk about. Um, ooh, hold on. Uh, One second. Is my YouTube audio working? Am I talking on the stream? Yeah, okay, I am. All right. We're good. Okay. Lots of things to talk about, honestly. So, I've been in a bit of a results rut. Um, and sort of as a result of that, I've been trying different stuff, trying to be a bit more exploratory. And I've come to this current build, which I actually quite like. And I want to talk about some of the changes, and I want to talk about metagame. I want to talk about new cards, and then we'll play. So as far as this build, probably the most strange thing about it, so we've gotten up to 3 Fatal Pushes, just because Fatal Push is super important in the current meta because of Frog, but also Tameo, also Nadu, also Eldrazi decks. You know, you need to kill Flushraker on turn 1 against opposing Bombardiers decks, though having Revolt on opponent's turn is a little tricky sometimes. Barrogoyfs, just Fatal Push is good in like almost every matchup. There's very little control. It's like there's not much punish for playing Fatal Push. Even the combo decks are playing Frog. So we got a lot of 1-drops because of that. And I've got instead of a second Skirk Prospector, I've got a Goblin Turgeon, which is basically to counteract opposing Fatal Pushes. And then it's also good insulation against Fury and opposing Bombardiers. So that's Moonstumpy, that's Painter. Because the top decks right now it's blue-black, both Tempo and Reanimator. It's Eldrazi, Painter, and then after that, it kind of diffuses a bit. Like Doomsday with Frog is doing well, but there aren't that many players of it. There's a fair amount of Oops All spells, which has been killing me a lot. I got Force of Willed by Oops the other day, like last night, and I was like, this is not okay. Then what else we got? We have there's a Jeskai Vial list that won the showcase this Sunday, which was kind of interesting. It's sort of similar to Esper Vial from a while back, but with kind of a core plan of Bombardiers plus Ajani, which has proven to be very powerful. D&T is also playing that now too. So other than that, everything else in the metagame is sort of marginal. Nadu has declined a decent bit as well. I used to think of Nadu as like the 4th best deck, but I don't know. Maybe it's struggling against all the Fatal Pushes. I don't know. So that's why this guy's here. We've got 2 ringleaders, which I kind of been going back and forth on. I've been losing a lot of games to flooding out, so I added some measures to reduce flooding issues. So I put this Raucous Theater that I kind of hate back into the deck because I was flooding out a lot. And then the second ringleader was helping with that. I put Siege Gang Commander in my main because I had it in my sideboard. Because it's like a top end goblin that's less expensive than Muxus and provides inevitability and like kind of lockout potential against other creature decks. And it notably can't be fatal pushed, which I found to be pretty relevant. It's also better against like consigned memory. Like a big stifle on your Muxus can be really, really annoying, especially if you sacked your board to play it. Whereas Siege Gang, you know, they stifle the 1/1s, but then you can keep activating it. Still like actually good ability. Obviously, like Muxus is like a big creature, but I find that's less relevant than the utility of Siege Gang, especially with the mana cost, you know, coming into play. And then I kind of was looking at my games and I kind of found that Wasteland was not really being useful for me. And I wanted to fit in a second Ancient Tomb, but I couldn't figure out how to do it with the constraints where it's like you have to play 16 red sources, and then I kind of have to play Swamp if I'm playing Fatal Push. And then you're like, well, now I don't have any other slots to play with. So I was like, okay, what if I just trimmed to Wasteland? Because I was decided it's like Wastelanding the blue-black decks like never works, just never ever. Unless you have like a Vial on turn 1 and then like waste them twice. It's like the only time it works. I will miss it against Urza Saga, but a lot of times against the Saga decks, turn 2 Tomb is going to be just as good for keeping up. Because the only real Saga deck is Painter. And Ancient Tomb is really important against Painter. And the upside of putting Siege Gang back in the main also let me open up sideboard slot for a Trashmaster, so that's another Painter thing. Sideboard, today we're testing Ghost Vacuum, which is a 1-mana artifact. You can tap it to exile target card from a graveyard, which I'm very excited about. It's a very nice ability. And that has basically, it's like an ultimate effect where you have 6 mana to tap it, sacrifice it, put each creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under control with a flying counter, their 1/1 spirits, in addition to their other types. Activate only as a sorcery. So you can use this to counter all the reanimates and animate deads your reanimator opponent is playing, and then like exiling Necrogoyfs or exiling your own bombardiers that get killed or countered. Your Slaying Gangs, your Ringleaders, your Experts, everything. And then, you know, you're flooding out. Okay, 6 mana, my sideboard card turns into a Patriarch's Bidding. Win the game. You also like might get their Atraxa or their Archon or whatever. So this card I think is really strong. It is a lot weaker against actual graveyard combo decks because one card, like, it doesn't actually beat Oops unless you can counter Memory Sturdy as well. So it's much worse than Grafdigger's Cage in that case, but that's what I want to play right now. So let's play a match here. Let's change to... Hey, Jared. Hey, Baboon. Come on, baby, light my fire. Schmidt. I guess I should also say the increase in opposing Goblin decks in terms of Painter, Bombardiers, has let Jump Home kind of shine again. I've had Jump Home be really good against most non-blue black decks. It's pretty good. Well, it can be good against Tempo as well. Hey Jamie, it's time to zuck. So I did have a 4-1 last night with this list. I lost to Reanimator. It was really kind of a dumb match though. It was like game 1, they went off turn 1 Road Order combo, but then they didn't have anything to do with it, so they just conceded. This hand doesn't do anything. All right, we'll Surveillance Ancient Tomb. I'll keep any land though. Delver. Okay, that's the one thing we can kill. Oh, Siege Gang Commander, please. Right. I was hoping that would resolve because then we would get to say Fatal Push, but no flip. Okay. I like to draw lands for the rest of the game. That's not bad. Probably get Wastelanded though. No. It's a frog. Holy moly. Alright. Cavern off the top would be insane. Oh, wow, that felt good. Holy shit, that felt good. Kaboom. You're good. Wow. All right, there's the Wasteland. That's all right. Frog. Uh, is it possible for them to have double days? We're crushing. I did say it'd be really cool to top deck Cavern, and then I top deck Cavern. I'm just wondering if I want to play out the Cavern before or after I play the push. Because if they have Force of Will, they might not necessarily use it if they don't see the Cavern. But if I go Cavern Fatal Push, they're gonna use the Force because they'll know there's nothing else to force. They've already used 1 days. All right. Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb. Okay. No Wasteland. All right. Give me a land. Come on. Or another Bombardiers. Nice. Hey, Nochi. Opponent notably can't Fatal Push here because they don't revolt. That is a amazing ringleader. Come on, baby, light higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. So if I throw a ringleader for 6, they're at 5. If I don't, 4 plus 6, they're at 1. I think I'm okay to just wait. Because also, if I draw a land, I can just Siege Gang them to death. You'd throw. With Expert Gem Palm in hand, all right. Sure. Don't make me link use the beatdown. Siege Gang Commander. This ain't no measly Sling Gang with a 1/1 and 2 1/1s. This is Siege Gang with 2/2 and 3 dudes. You can exclamation mark deck list to see the deck list. Yeah, you mill that days. Nice. All right, so Grixis Delver. Ghost Vacuum's pretty good against Emperor Bones. But I don't know if I want to side in anything else. I want to sideboard not that much, honestly. They had red? I guess they didn't. It's just blue black Delver. So I gotta make 3 cuts. It's nice to have so many 1-mana removal spells. No, they didn't. They didn't. I think I just played against them before and they had one. Or they had red, rather. What are my last cuts here? Do I not board in the Ghost Vacuum? Maybe I don't board in Ghost Vacuum. All my other cards seem good. I could cut the second Tomb against Delver. But they don't have bolts and stuff, so the Tomb is a lot less scary. All right, I'm gonna not board in the Vacuum, even though it is good against Emperor. If they're on Goyf, you want back, that's true. Shavelaki. Cut Stink Scourger. Another Zealander. No, not necessarily, because outside of Bowmaster, this hand's okay. Outside of Bowmaster, Hordemaster will trade up against all the other removal because you can get a card. Yeah, Sling's great against Delver. Mill of Brainstorm. Just stabilizes the board really well. Third land's nice because now I can probably play this Boggart as a creature. We are vulnerable to Frog here because we don't have any Rebs or pushes, which is kind of a bummer. Bone Ransom Mastery is actually an Emperor. Yeah, let's just sit here. A little annoying to have 7 answers to Frog and you just don't have any of them. What this? Dismember? Said Imperator est Dominus Omnium. I kind of want to play this Expert because it'll make them discard a card for Frog, or they like daze it, which is kind of good. Then I get daze out of the way for my 3-drops. And getting a Goblin on board also, I guess it denies me a Surveil, but I don't really want to do that with the Wasteland on board. I want to have 3 basics anyway. Okay. I'm fine with this. Yeah, exactly. I was going to Expert and chuck it. Push or Blast. Got a lot of them. Probably just play Boggart next turn, denies Murktide. Yeah, a little bit of a spooky spot for sure. Alright, well, we can Bombardiers around Daze next turn. They really thought about it. They do have to discard some stuff if they want to give it flying. Okay. No attack. Ooh, that's really good. Surely this doesn't work, right? Okay. That could be worse. I think I jump on the Delver here. Matron's not bad. If I attack, they would discard both their cards if they wanted to block. It's a 3/4 frog. They go up to 2 cards. That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem good for me. They pretty clearly don't have a removal spell. Trying to cast Murktide. They're one short. They have to discard a card. What is opponent doing? Blood Chief's Thirst? Okay. Finally. Okay. I could just really be bold and just go with Matron Bombardiers, kill Frog, but that seems insanely risky. Force Pitch Force. Feels bad. All right. Let's do. I think I'm gonna waste their waste to protect my tomb. Also plays around another Blood Chief's Thirst. No, that's really bad for me. And they have push too. Yeah. Wow, that was a devastating wasteland. Getting the Boggart here because if I draw a land, I want it as a spell, again for Murktide. And if I don't draw a land, I can use it to play around days. They forgot to attack. Ooh, all right. Hmm. Um. Do I bolt myself? It's really bad to get dazed here. I should have played the Boggart last turn, I think. I'm just gonna play it as land. Tapped. Murktide specifically is still a 5/5. Oh, fuck you. No, that's so bad. All right. It's the third wasteland. No days, no days, no days, no days. No days, no days, no days. Hydroblast, go for the throat. Should have played the Churchin, I guess? I don't know. Might be dead here. I played scared. So we still got all of our rebs. We have a lot of good draws here. We can activate push with .gob. Expert's good. Didn't shuffle, that's scary. If they don't removal for Lackey, Siege Gang is good. Sling Gang is good. Damn. Alright, I think I kind of threw that, I guess. I should have just played Bombardiers, or I don't know. So, based on how that played, I'm pretty happy with how I boarded. Didn't particularly want a Ghost Vacuum there. Sting Scourger would have been okay, but let's just run it back. His hand gets wastelanded pretty easily, but we can scry into it. Oh my god, the bots. Go away. Yeah, so I think what I could have done, I could have just jammed, because I think this is a problem I have in general, is I don't jam enough. All right, Delver, we can expert that. So gonna scry into a land, hopefully. Definitely not Ringleader. Sucks for me. No flip. Let's see if the Delver flips. I'll probably push it either way. Bro, come on. All right. File's really solid. And it resolves. All right, we're in this. We're in this. They pretty clearly don't have a daze. Yep, we push for this frog. Nice. No red sources is a little sketchy, but alright, so we know they have a Blood Chief's Thirst in hand. Don't think there's any purpose in wastelanding them. Yep. Bowmasters. It's alright. Let's hit a Boggart off of this. That'd be sick. Mog? Alright, let's draw a red source. If we draw a red source, that's like a really good hit. Unlucky. Yeah, I'm fine. If I'm passing here. All right, what are we getting? I kind of want to just tick all the way up. Could get Sling. I could also get Siege Gang. And then just go Bombardiers into Ringleader into Siege Gang. Siege Gang's not great when I don't have any red sources, but it's pretty good against their plan of this. Oh, Sling Gang? I could cast Sling Gang. That's actually a good point. Yeah, so let's see what we draw. Oh, thank fuck. All right, that's really good. So yeah, let's play the Sling Gang now. Bro, where the red man at? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because now if they want to kill the Bombardiers, I at least get a damage and a life out of it. I presume they have Fatal Push. This means they can't scry with the Delver, which is pretty significant, actually. Yeah, Vial. Oh, they have double push. Okay. We're pretty ahead now, though. They have this very weak removal spell. Okay, they flipped a Ponder. But we get to Ringleader now. Hit Experts. We hit other broadsides. Did not shuffle. I'm going to block here. Yeah, because if they go Frog, I still have enough to kill it with an Expert. Ooh, okay. Murktide. That's frightening. Never mind. Finally, at turn 10, we have red mana. Ooh, and a broadside. I'm gonna wasteland them so they can't kick this. And then I'm gonna chuck my vial at the Delver. Keep all my material on board. If they block Matron, if they block Ringleader 6, 7, 8, 9, they go to 1. Maybe I should just throw the Matron at the Necro. Is this the Arctic Monkeys? Did you really just say that? I love the Beatles. I bottomed cards I don't want, so I'm not going to fetch. Mm-hmm. All right, Rub. Yep. Nice. All right, it was a little sketchy for the turns where our mana base is Boggart, Swamp, Wasteland. But the Vial really dug us out of the double Wasteland, huh? All right, chat is trolling me. What else do I put on this playlist? Jared opened the floodgates of trolling, yes. That game one was sick. Just like, it'd be nice to top deck Cavern here. And mind you, Cavern. All right. What do I want to listen to right now? Oh, another one-lander. I don't mind this one-lander because we're on the draw, so we have 2 looks at any land to make this hand pretty solid. This is maybe me being a lunatic, honestly, but Famous last words. Yeah. Yeah. Forest. Okay. Land. I don't want to push that, but I kind of have to. Just keep us wild. Okay. I don't think anybody thought that War Pigs was Lincoln Park. I think we've been spared of that. All right, so this is Green White Depths. Land. Ancient Tomb. It's a land. Um, I think I play Skirk here because if I draw another land, I can go War Marshal, sack War Marshal. Like there's like a way to kill the Reclaimer, and the Lackey's just not going to get through no matter what, basically. Flagstones kind of sucks for me. They attack? This is a 4/4 knight. I think we can kill that. Nice. Is it better to get double Badlands here? I think it is. We get to kill both. Wow, that was a disastrous attack from my opponent. Second Tomb. That was such a good turn. We're probably gonna die to like stage crop rotation anyway, but okay. Library. We can beat library. Boots, kind of scary. All right, so they don't have crop rotation. They might have Source of Plowshares. Muxus. All right. I'm gonna take 1,000,000 damage. Maybe I draw Bombardiers. Makes it worth it. Ooh, that was a big mistake. Not holding up Expert. I didn't consider Boots. That was a huge mistake. Oh my god, that's such a bad mistake. Source the ringleader. Yeah, okay. Oh, so bad. Then go knight, give it haste. I would be able to kill it. Oh, that was so bad. Oh man, that was. I just like totally forgot about the boots. Yeah, we were in such a good spot, and then that ringleader bricked unbelievably bad. I guess we hit a push, so that's deck building error. Arbor. Okay. There we go. I think I just let him block. I'm gonna play around endurance. Yeah. One, two, three, five. It's awkward for me that I can't stop Hasty Knight. It's B5, and I would have. Yeah, I can still stop Reclaimer. Let's see if they do anything end of turn. Crop rotation. I mean, I guess if they can just make Merit Lage and give it haste, then I just die. Reclaimer would be equip for 1, activate, get depths. They're still short. Three looks at a 7-outer. Yeah. Put them to 3. It's not worth it. It matters. I'm doing this because if they have Talon gates. Oh no, I'm still one short. Okay, that was dumb. Oh, come on. Come on. Opponent got a little lucky. Ringleader bricking was pretty bad. We just needed tiny, tiny bit more pressure. I don't really like Cage against that deck. Pushes are insane. Gym Palm's usually not very good. Maybe with 3 pushes as well. Like, let's just do this. Oh, I should have put in Trash Master. I should do Trash Master there because of since we saw boots, we know there's a Saga, so this is an interesting hand in terms of Lackey first or Vile first. I think I want to do Vile. It's just the mock starts make Lackey really inconsistent. We can still get to kill a Reclaimer immediately either way. And like, if I had a Muxus or like a big immediate Lackey payoff, then I would go with Lackey first because the upside would be high. But just for a fast Matron, I think Vile is better. Did I give up any damage that game? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was really just the ringleader need to be a little bit better. And in that game, we can sort of directly say though that the oh, I wish I'd let on Lackey. the okay, the second tomb. If the second tomb was the wasteland, we would have won. Oh, I really wish I let on Lackey now. Do you dredge? Jesus Christ. Well, let's scry. Yeah, rumors is a banger. If I can find a third land, we're okay. Mog. That does not do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. They also probably have plow based on how they played this, but I could Sting Scourger the Knight here. Sting Scourger is kind of interesting here. It forces them to use if they have a plow, they have to use it on the Lackey. I guess they could Arbor block it. Hmm. I would like this Matron to get Boggart, but I don't think I have the luxury of that. Obviously, using my Sting Scourger, it's not my favorite. I'd like it to hit Marrow Age, but that basically never happens in this matchup. Opponent is a Sting Scourger fan. Okay. Fetch land is like the opposite of what I wanted to see. Doing this now is really bad if I draw like Blood Moon. I could also draw Fatal Push. No plow. So this 4 damage. They could save it with. If I feel like they had crop rotation, they would crop rot for the phasing thing. Cost me some damage if I. I don't think they have it. Nice. All right. We dredging. And Sloam has not done anything, which is kind of funny. So opponent has 2 cards in hand. They're not crop rotation. They're not Swords of Plowshares. So they're probably lands. Or other, it could be other knights. I can beat another knight if I draw a land for Siege King. I'd really love to draw a Matron or a Boggart. I'm going to tick up Vial to 4, though. Other knights would be weird because they aren't dredging. Well, if they... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need to get the Siege Gang in play. Opponent's really thinking about it. We have him on a 2-turn clock. So possible that if knight shows up, I actually just ignore it and just throw a Matron face. And then throw Siege Gang. Opponent lost connection. Okay, I think Moto's just bricking. So yeah, my best draws are Matron, because I could Matron for Sling Gang. Boggart would be really good to hit the loam and all the yards, lands in the graveyard. Oh, they're back. Even a land for me isn't bad. I can play those Siege Gang one turn earlier. Fatal Push is good. Getting held in suspense here. Okay. Opponent has taken their draw step. Flagstones. It's not too scary. Another knight. Yep. 6/6 is an inconvenient thing for me. That's pretty good. All right, we're going face. They can phase out the Bombardiers. Siege Gang might kill him anyway. So, I mean, so imagine if the Siege Gang's a Muxus, I'm a turn late. Oh, I attack. Nice. Let's go, Siege Gang Commander. All right. Kind of want Trashmaster in there. Would have been kind of good on that board, actually. Do I want a third Kinesis effect on the draw? Kind of do. But now the deck's pretty crowded. Ghost Vacuum, a little bit appealing against Loam. I think it's a little too dirtily. I think Boggart has to cover the graveyard for me. Could trim a Mog. And a Lackey. Lackey is not the best on the draw in this matchup. Maybe I don't do Trashmaster, though. on the draw. Let's do this. Kind of priced into keeping this, I think. Not very good, though. That's a bad draw. What does that mean? Oh, man. Like, I could go like Scorched Earth and just like Fury and play my Vial, but it seems so kind of bad. I'm not going to do it. There are definite punishes. Okay, well, super rewarded. I want to draw any red card here because I don't want to pitch Bombarders. All right, cool. Opponent probably has a Plow. So we're looking for like Matrons and stuff. Let's get our Scry going. Perfect. This is a really good spot to Matron for Matron because you don't know what you actually want to get here. And the Matron can just continue to scale as the game goes on because you got 2 Vials. We're a really good spot now. Oh, that is... Oh, no. That is not what you want. Oh, Jesus. It's all Ogre, I think. I don't have Ringleader in my deck. Just Matron for Matron again. think we're just matroning for matron. I'm just building up to a Muxus or a Siege Gang. And if they tap out, then I can play Bombardiers. I could get another Bombardiers here. Gets in for a good chunk of damage. Opponent has like a Force of Vigor. That'd be kind of... Okay. Could get Siege Gang here. Doesn't seem worth it. Battlecry Goblin would be good here. Ooh, that's scary. That was a really good draw for my opponent. Okay. Oh, that puts everything in danger. Did not think about Yavimaya. Did I give my opponent too much time to draw out here? So this stays at 3. Tick up. I really want to get to Muxus. Lackey's terrible draw. All right, so if we let this, if we just pass, or if we go Matron Siege Gang, that's activate. They're at 15. They take 3, sack for 5, 8. what about Sling Gang? If I throw expert at their face, 13 to take 3, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Made for second property was lethal? Probably was, wasn't it? Exact. Oh, they didn't use the maze. So that's lethal. All right. Right. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. If they have crop rotation for a white source, plow, and a one short. Yeah. Talent gates. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna sack 3 guys because so I can go to 21 in case there's a hasty Marriage. I guess I should go to 22 because it gets +1/+0, right? This is worse against a plow on top. Yeah, I didn't play this correctly at all. I didn't do like any of this right. Is it too paranoid to play around? I have to go to 22. Okay, so as soon as I untap, I win. Like I even beat a plow on their own night. Mm-hmm. Let's do Plow on their Rage, yeah. I don't have Revolt. I think push locks it up. Because as it stands, I have lethal on the table. So they need to be able to plow their own creature. And I think if I just... And they also need to deal with combat somehow. If they can, like, second Talon Gates... And make Maryland, but I'm still at 24. Me being paranoid about hasty Merit Lage did make me kind of make this slightly dubious, whereas if I had like 2 more 1/1s in play... Well, if they had 2 more 1s in play and they're at 6, then it's kind of the same. Well, that's not quite true. I don't see how my opponent gets... Is there actually a way for my opponent to get out of this? The crop rotation for Merit Lage... Rage quit. I don't think they rage quit. Opponent's thinking. Opponent was being cordial earlier. Teacher Big, thanks for the follow. They could have disconnected again, like their internet modo seems to be struggling. I guess if they have Legolas is quick. Oh, they did lose connection. Okay. If they had Legolas's quick reflexes into with Plow as the last 2 cards, I would die. I think that's like the only way. See you, Jamie. Have a good one. So my opponent's either dead, or they're going to time out, or they're going to kill me out of nowhere very quickly. That seems difficult. I guess even if they do have Legolas's quick reflexes, they use the knight, get Merit Lage in play. If I could like kill the knight, maybe we'll see. Opponent might not have enough time at this point. Under just about a minute, even if they reconnect. It can't just be plow. It can't be plow plus crop rotation. Because then I would still get in for a little bit. I just need to get in for 1 point of damage to beat a plow. I guess crop for Glacial Chasm plus plow. Just means the game goes on, really. Because I would still get to kill the knight, and then it's Merit Lage versus these guys. All right, opponent's going to time out. I think we have this game, though. Hey, Yavimaya really flipped the game all of a sudden, though. Like, I was in no danger of losing to suddenly my opponent. This Yavimaya was basically like a Black Lotus, like a permanent Black Lotus. Turning depths and maze into green sources. All right. All right. We're 2-0. Beethoven is carrying us on. How's the hoovering? We haven't hoovered anybody yet, Marcelo. We've kind of run into two like matchups where I kind of thought about boarding it in, and it could maybe have been okay. Like if we had it that game when we were just like eating the yard, and the knights are smaller, it does matter. But cracked LED does not sound like a good matchup for me. Oh, opponent last seen on Mystic Forge. Ugh. This matchup's really bad. Like, it's beatable because the deck has consistency issues, but it's pretty. It's one of the more like force checky decks that still exist. You basically have to hope that they. Yeah. Okay. We're on the draw too. Ugh. You have to hope that their hand only does one of. It's like their Mystic Forge, One Ring, or Karn, and you gotta hope that it's Karn. Holy shit! It's not that deck. Never mind. Okay, our hand's pretty unthoughtseizable. Could take the Boggart, maybe? If you have Lackey answers, then taking my second land could be good. But then we top deck Ancient Tomb. Takes one of the lackeys. Interesting. Prospector is an acceptable draw, if a little unexciting. Okay. I guess they could have like push. Makes sense to take one of the blackies then. Okay. Oh shit. uh. Hmm. Hmm. That's so funny. Huh. Oh, this is definitely happening. I just don't know if I trade this for the lackey. Because this could actually be much better for protecting broadside. Also, if I draw land, I get matron for Sting Scourger. There is a risk of giving my opponent too much time, though. Not the intended usage of Goblin Churchin, but it's pretty funny. Shuffles. Don't play a frog. Don't play a frog. Tameo. Okay. Land? Nice. Yeah, let's just bombardiers this Tameo out of here. So funny. If they play a frog here, we can kill it. Okay. Take ringleader or matron. That's a good draw. You thought it was the mirror. All right, not the best ringleader, but have to block. Animate Archon is already off. And if I throw the ringleader, I lose my... So if they go Entomb, Animate Dead Archon, I don't sack. I lose my ringleader, discard Skirk, and then I'm just kind of dead. I don't think I can beat that unless I guess I could top deck another 4-drop. What's the downside of not doing it? They can reanimate Atraxa. So if you reanimate Atraxa and find a Fatal Push, I think that's worth playing around. No animate dead. No animate dead. No animate dead. No animate dead. Come on! Hand the Wasteland. That's so frustrating. That's so fucking shitty. We can draw Sting Scourger. Like I could have ignored Tameo. They definitely top deck the Entomb as well. Because they were casting reanimates on Goblin Lackeys. Alright, come on, Sting Scourger. Bombardiers is 2 damage short. The fucked up thing is if I kept they frog too, that means we are dead. If I'd kept the ringleader and they didn't have the wasteland. Alright. Sick draws. Alright, we finally found the matchup for the card. Yeah, this looks good. You can leave in 1 expert, but I guess I'll leave in 1 expert for Tameo and cut Pashlik. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay. A little unfortunate we have to lead on a mountain, but snap force the lackey. All right. Okay. Straw land. Nice. Not wastelanding them. Under Surgester's Mill Delta, they obviously have land. Vial's pretty good. It's all tempting to play the Mog there so that the Churchin can't really die, but developing Vial's better. I'm tapping like this to hold up Reb on Borrower. Nice Bowmasters. Got an O2. Damn, if they didn't have that force, they'd be so dead. Just siege gang with Trojan. It's kind of a weird attack. I'll take one. I feel like if you had the other bowmasters, you could just attack with both, but all right, now we're just gonna sit here while this Val ticks up. Second blast, excellent. With double blast, I think I'm just good to let them cantrip, but there just aren't that many relevant cards in their deck. Though letting them brainstorm away in tombs is maybe pretty big. Wasteland's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'll take one. Don't mind that. Yeah. So I get to keep the army the same size and then trade with the army. Value. Ooh, I should have blocked with the token, not the main Mog. That was a mistake. Cost myself a 1/1. Can't really pay Echo. Need to be holding up blast at all times. Yeah. What a fool. Bad Goblin Churchin play patterns. I'm kind of glad they wastelanded me because I was a little scared of ooh, they should have wastelanded me before doing that. Yeah, you can hit too. All right, one more turn. What I was gonna say is I was worried about hardcast troll. Opponent is flooding. They could attack for one if they think I have nothing. But it's like hard to do that into files on 4 and 1. Friday. Alright, the game's over now. Siege Gang Commander. That's really good. Daka, unbeatable. Let's go. Get charged. All right, Cage was really good. Anything I want to change? Not really. Could do an expert over Pasha. Pasha could have been great on that board. Like if they pivot into like Bowmasters and fair stuff, Pasha looks really good. His hand's not quite there. Needs like a vial or some more interaction. Okay. I think I put back the Jurgen though here. I think Mog's a little bit better. I am vulnerable to Entomb Reanimate, but you just gotta let that. That's just true sometimes. Just is what it is. And we do have 4 Tatis is a kind of a bummer. They probably take the Reb. Take the Mog. That's interesting. Okay. Drawing Badlands means I can lead on the fetch here. Because it means that if I draw Fatal Push, like if they went turn 2 Frog and I didn't have another black source, then I could get screwed over by that. But okay, I probably entomb off of this. No, they mill of days. Okay, that's cool for me. Pashlik. I want Graveyard Hate really badly. That's not Graveyard Hate. If they play Barrogoyf here, I guess that would... That's fucking fucking terrible for me. Oh, this is the card that I've been afraid that this deck would start playing because it's so good against Vial and Ghost Vacuum, and I have no answers to it. Sting Scourger's okay. This card's so brutal for me. Push. Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna lose to this Null Rod. Do I play around Hydroblast? I don't think so. And I don't think I wasteland because I need to. It's just wastelanding this deck is like almost never good. Reanimate Frog. Yeah. Back to 61, yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna put the Fear of God in them and then just like take up Vials all the 5 and 6 so they're worried about a Shatter. Really need to draw a Cage or Macabre to keep this from just killing me over and over again. Yeah. Reanimate, it's busted. I get it. Do I even play this? I guess I should hold it for info. It literally can't do anything. Yeah, I should just hold it for info. That was dumb. Maybe they thought sees me. Yeah, this Null Rod kind of wins the game, huh? Also, you know, frog, reanimate frog. Also does it. All right, we got 2 more revs. We have, I'm not gonna pay Echo. This is called drawing your cards in the wrong order. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. Can hardcast Force of Will on whatever I play next. Pretty fucking dead. I'm needing to go for like Entomb. Oh, they're just discarding reanimates. Yeah, like if this vacuum wasn't null rotted, I would be a land away from getting back Sting Surgery and Pashalik as flyers. Hold on, I'm gonna play Fairy Macabre as a creature. Really annoying that I drew this after they played 2 reanimates. Hardcast Force. I'm a little surprised they Force of Willed that, honestly. Like, it is actually possible to win this game now. Yeah, like, alright, Fatal Push right here. Fatal Push or Reb. Okay, alright. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we just drew our Graveyard Hate a turn too late, and then the Null Rod completely bricked 2 Vial. It was like a 3-for-1. And even, it's crazy, though. It's like, if we drew this push, they have 1 card. I don't know. We're kind of in it. Yeah, Null Rod is the card that really scares me in Scam. Like, I think that's going to be a real problem if I have to start playing Crater Maker to answer Null Rod. If we could have just had Macabre Cage for those reanimates, because it was really just the one frog just kept coming back. I'm playing Null Rod for another deck. It is good against Mystic Forge, but otherwise it's not very good in the meta. But if Ghost Vacuum becomes very popular, then I don't know. I kind of expected EE to be the go-to, but I guess EE is pretty awkward with Tameo. Yeah. It's bad news for us if they do that. No red sources. Like, I can technically play Boggart on turn 2 into Slinking, but it doesn't seem. Okay. Second Boggart down, I think. I'm filled with regret. Okay. Wasn't sure what I was going to do, whether it's Cavern first or Tomb first, but Lackey answers the question. No, come on. Not actual Reanimator. My eternal, absolute fucking nemesis of a deck. Just don't have it for a turn. Just pass. Just pass. Just pass. 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 Dance of the Dead? What the fuck are you doing? It seems a lot worse. I guess it's them trying to get around. Not they don't want to play Exhume. If they draw another 7 and then like strip my entire hand and then I just top deck a Bombardiers, they die. Or a Matron. All right, some Beethoven. Let's do some Bowie. Opponent, what you doing? Passing. All right, Matron from Muxus. Matron from Muxus. Matron from Muxus, please. Hortmaster. I'm trying to figure out where they registered Dance of the Dead. Yeah. I mean, we can bog that. Don't think it's going to be good enough, but... So I want to have Shallow Grave too. What? Like, what am I supposed to do? Wow. That's a choice. Get fucked me, I guess. It is somewhat convenient for me that they are at 7. So they took Mortuary, Petal, Looting, Ritual, Animate Dead. So they go to 8. To play a tap land, that's your choice. Mm-hmm. Oh, you just have another tomb. Okay. Oh my god, it's World Gorger. This is my second time facing World Gorger. Alright, I'm dead. Cool. And last time they had a extremely dumb Chain of Smog pivot. Which I guess I will respect again. I'm not gonna leave in pushes, but not Pyrokinesis. We'll just leave in the experts. What a dumb game. I do feel like both the matches, these last 2 matches, I've lost to the die roll. Like game 1 against Scam, they thought C's took 2 lackeys and they just would have died if I was on the play. Nope. And sucks. I did board it in Graveyard Hate, right? I just haven't seen a single piece of it. Cool. All right. All right, Ghost Vacuum. So I get to scry next turn if I don't play Flute. Flute probably goes on. But my last opponent had both Witherbloom Apprentice and Sedgemoor Witch. I mean, they're probably thought seizing me, so. Oh, okay. It goes to, I mean, I would say this is better than a cage right now. Like, I get to eat this. Well, that's sort of irrelevant compared to cage, but I guess I have to worry about instant speed reanimation a little bit more. I just don't know if my opponent, did the pivot, right? Pashlik. Okay. Oh my god. What is with the bots today? That's like the third. Oh, no. Was the pivot? They board into Chain of Smog combo. I guess if they play one of the creatures, then I can name Chain of Smog. Smog Jam. I could name Sedgemoor Witch right there. Okay. All right, so they've made their land drop. Kind of sucks that this denies me. Well, no, I could still do it, actually. I'm going to still do it. And then I'll just main phase Flute. Matron. I can't believe I've played against World Gorger that sides into Chain of Smog combo twice. All right, land is sort of the punish. They can still beat this with a Dark Ritual. Okay, I'm dead. They had a very specific hand. So cheesy, man. So fucking cheesy. Oh my god. The bots are so annoying. So I wonder if I just kept my hand, would they just have died? Like one of the more proactive hands. All right, they fully full cheese side in. All right. Never in my life will I respect a combo deck that looks like that. It's like, oh, here's my bullshit like super powerful thing. I'm gonna side into creatures that died of shock. Yeah, great plan. Yeah, flute not at its best against Reanimator. It's mostly there for the Mystic Forge decks and like One Ring decks. Okay. We have multiple colored sources, so we can lead on Cavern here, even though it does tell my opponent what I'm doing. Whereas Ancient Tomb Pass is a bit more ambiguous. Mm-hmm. All right, my hand's sort of unthoughts usable. I had a really good flute against Doomsday as well. Like naming Thassa's Oracle after they built their Doomsday pile. All right. This hand does one thing. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's good. Let's see if they force this. Yep. Um, I don't care if they reanimate Troll. I'm a little worried about animating my Bombardiers, so I might just Boggart here. Bog myself. But also just, Bombardiersing them could also be good. Gets in for 4. It's better against a wasteland to keep the land. Okay. Just be super aggressive. Sure. They didn't attack. The clue could matter a lot because the clue represents something you can throw with Bombardiers. They're kind of just dead, honestly. Like, if they reanimate Troll, they die on board. If they reanimate Bombardiers, they die on board. If they wasteland me, if they hit the cavern, I can still Boggart or Expert. Probably Expert around days. Okay, no wasteland. Push. Nope. Okay. So I have to find push right now. Okay. Oh, well. If you gotta do that. Kaboom! I think let's make sure Tamio can't mine us. Should be good here. Wasteland's fine. No. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Oh, they found push. Oh, wait, no, they're still dead. They're still dead. We're fine. They're fine. No, no, fucking Tamio. Oh my god. So I have to draw a red source. Red source. This is so frustrating. This is so fucking frustrating. How did I lose? Okay. Hey, Eddie.
Sup, nerd?
Maybe I just needed to... I don't know. All right, so they have Island Ponder. I think this deck only plays 2 pushes, so they just literally drew both pushes in their deck. Okay. I have to kill this Tameo. Sucks so much that we're 1 point off. All right, fine. And they needed the Wasteland too. Because if there was no Wasteland, we could Matron for Skirk and kill him. So they go to 10. We can draw Sling Gang. We can draw Red Source. Still probably wins. Oh my god. These Wastelands are so tilting. Oh, they hit the Tomb. Doesn't make sense. Sting Scourger? Yeah, we can get in for 4. We're dead. Needed that last turn. All right, opponent just kind of needled their way through a ton of aggression, just absolutely barely. The Tameo gained too much life, I guess. I guess I just needed to go with their face more. I guess that's what it really comes down to. I let Tameo gain life, and you just can't let them do that. Like... I double Bombardiers. They just... I think they just got insanely lucky finding the second push. I don't know. I'm extraordinarily unlucky lately, so I'm just sort of accepted the fact that that's just going to happen because I'm just very unlucky right now. The one like lucky thing that has happened this entire league was when I top deck Cavern when I really wanted to top deck Cavern. When I played... Yeah, like I could have thrown Siege Gang at Tameo, but that seems atrocious. Okay, this hand's great. I'm gonna lead on Badlands actually, because this probably wants to scry. we landed cage. That's step one. Why is this grayed out? Vacuum. I'm keeping that. That means I don't have to care about borrower, really. And it means that flooding out is okay. Frog. It's incredible how they have turn 2 frog every single time you've ever played a... Turn 1 piece of graveyard hate. I don't care if I draw a land or not, so I won't fetch. Hordemaster's pretty good. Probably should have gotten one mountain in case my opponent had sided into Harbinger of the Seas. I mean, now if we draw an Ancient Tomb, we just get Frog plus Slink Gang. Whoop. Ribbit. Ooh, Matron. Attack first. Churgeon could be good here. Protects my Hordemaster. It seems pretty good, actually. Don't need to play into days. Staying Secure is kind of bad here, but I guess this is kind of bad against Frog. Like Bombardiers would be. I mean, I don't even have enough. Oh, missed damage. If it comes down to one life, we know whose fault it is. Oh, this is Royal Coder Dragon's fault, yeah. Mog's nice. I wonder if my opponent force of wills this. It's possible I should cavern this out. Probably should actually cavern this out, play Mog. The Midas I can't ever win. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Because now I'm at risk of like they counter this, flip Tamio, plus have push for Horde Master, and if I just like don't draw enough stuff, I could die. Because they're definitely thinking about forcing it. Okay. Kind of feel like we got this locked up now. They didn't crack. Oh, they want to flip the Tamio, right? That's why they didn't crack it. Vacuum also covers Tamio minus, which is kind of nice.
That's sign language for food.
Yeah, I got.
Not just me being a baby.
No, I got that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess that so the reason to do this last turn was that it risks waiting risks Wasteland. All right, Tamio's flipped. Here's Wasteland. If there's any justice, Cage would stop Tamio from coming back. Yeah. If there's any justice, Boggart. I don't want to play that while I can just get dazed. This probably gets forced. No, it doesn't. All right. Actually, I'm going to play this as a land. I just want to hit all my land drops for vacuum. Opponent needs to like be able to borrower this to kill this to get out of this situation. And they do lose Tamio next turn. This is a very funny board state. funny that Cage doesn't stop Vacuum from putting stuff back into play. So we've assembled quite the contraption here. And if I hit Ancient Tomb and I pop this, I get a Sling Gang and a Frog who is flying. And get a Mog as well. Opponent, you there? I promise you Fatal Push doesn't do anything. Alright, opponent had a work call. Alright, regenerate, sacrifice. Get a card, maybe. Oh! I will shock or bolt myself so I can continue to play around days. The Doc-Gob value. What are you gonna do, opponent? How do you beat this? Okay. Literally unbeatable. We're one land away. Let's see if they force this. Let me tell you about a set called Fallen Empires. All right. 4 at Tameo. Let's do 5 at Tameo. Yeah, Fallen Empires is the original showcase edition art bullshit. The one card? I don't. What is the one card? Oh, Toxic Deluge?
The one card to rule them all?
Huh?
The one card to rule them all?
No. That one's not in their deck. The One Ring is not in their deck. Deluge, I mean, the Deluge for 2, go to 6, then I like draw my whole deck with Horde Master. Plague Engineer, kind of same deal. Except I still get to keep this guy. We did it. Let's go. Oh, we would have been able to activate. All right. Let's just do that again. Expert would be nice against Tameo. I will have one in over Pashlik, I think. Pashlik can be a little expensive, and sometimes you need 4 damage directly at Tameo to kill it quickly. Double blast, huh? I think I have to keep this. They might have boarded out in Tombs after seeing KH plus Vacuum. Okay. But has good taste in swamps. Kind of want to blast this. Is that dumb? Should I blast this? Brainstorm's a really good magic card. If I get dazed, it's not that bad for me. They have the next land, but it's not... I didn't want to get reanimated. That's basically what I wanted. Vial is real nice. No Entomb. I just really wanted to avoid Brainstorm Entomb. Ponder's fine. All right, now we're on Operation Get Vial to 3, so this Boggart can cover my bases. Nice. Don't care about Wasteland. All right, I really want Graveyard Hate this turn. Ooh, wait, I should have maybe surveilled there. Okay, have to pass. Okay, not in Tomb. They have another troll. Hit 3 trolls, all right. If they try to bounce my Vial, I have to Pyroblast it. Can't really surveil into the Wasteland. This kind of needs to get basic Swamp. This might be Borrower. Don't even think I play that. Oh no. Oh no. I needed to fetch. They can Wasteland and daze me here. Oh, okay. This is maybe wrong, but their hand is Underground Sea, 2 unknowns. I guess I just start developing the Vial again next turn. This Wasteland's really kind of screwing me up. If they play a frog here, I probably do Surveil. Because if they Wasteland, I still have either... Oh, wow. Yeah, sure. That's really good for me. Okay, no cards in hand. It's kind of interesting. I don't want to kill the Harbinger because it protects my land. I'm so choked up on stuff. I have no cards. I could Bombardiers and just not attack. Just to get it in play. Plays around Force of Will. They can't easily Fatal Push. What would I Matron for? Sting Scourger? I think getting Bombardiers in play makes sense. Yeah, it's either that, yeah, Lackey Vial. Like, they don't attack with this. And then but then I'm like forced to kill this, which I don't actually want to do. Eight. All right. Okay. I could try to just race, but that seems risky. I take 5. kind of locks it up. Nice. Okay. All right. 3-2. Lost to Reanimator and what else? What did I lose to? I'm scared. My constructor rating is gonna be horrible. Jeez. Oh, it was just the other Reanimator deck. Just so 3 Reanimator, 1 was black red, 1 was blue black. I think we got pretty unlucky to lose to the other. Like I feel like our Reanimator matchup is about as good as it can get. We lost to the Null Rod specifically. Lost to the Null Rod specifically. If Null Rod becomes popular in these deck sideboards, that kind of pushes Ghost Vacuum away and then makes Cage and Macabre better. We didn't get to pop it, but in that game 3 or game 2 against our final Reanimator opponent, it looked quite strong. Because it denied Tamiyo minus, it denied taking our stuff, which Macabre doesn't always do. Slowly shrinks the graveyard. And we did hit 6 mana the last turn, but we had we were so far ahead at that point that it didn't matter. But, we could have had nothing and still won. All right. Not a bad run. So that's 4-1, 3-2 with this list. I guess I had a 2-3 first because I played against Oops Dredge. So maybe the answer is I cut this Mindbreak Trap for another piece of graveyard hate. I think that might be the play. There's just so many graveyard decks. Maybe Cage is better than Macabre. It's better against Oops. I lost a game to Reanimator because I had Macabre and not a permanent hate card. So I think 4 permanent hate cards is probably good. It kind of messes with my sideboarding against. Hold on. Let's map this out a little bit. So we've boarded in 5 pieces of graveyard hate. So if this is against blue-black. I can just always cut Patchlick. That seems fine. Like, it feels like against Reanimator, every single turn I'm just like, okay, I have to draw Graveyard Hate, and if I do, I'm safe for like the rest of the game. So this seems right. And we've no cards in our deck besides the 1 Horde Master that care about Goblin count. So I'm not concerned with that. We have 23 creatures in our deck. But that's fine, because you just... Matron always gets Bombardiers or Sling Gang. Or you get Siege Gang sometimes. Dakab was really good that one game. That was kind of sick. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm pretty happy with this build. I'm doing decently with it. I think the deck is getting into a better position than it was. I think we were in a pretty bad position, but the fatal pushes have been really strong. I feel like I'm like competitive in all my matchups except for Mystic Forge is like kind of unwinnable. Like I have one Disruptor Flute, one Trash Master are like the only cards that do anything. You win. You basically just have to hope that they have a non-functional hand a lot of the time, or they draw like Flesh Rakers and you can just kill them. That matchup's really bad. But against the blue-black decks, I'm doing pretty well. Push fixed the Nadu issue a lot. We're good against Moonstompy. We're good against... Eldrazi is not great for this build, I would say. Push is mostly worse than Kinesis and Fury in that matchup because it costs mana and it does get Chalice sometimes. This deck is kind of like weak to Chalice. But you know, I don't hate facing Eldrazi, and then I think we're pretty good against Painter as well because like we just have so much removal. Siege Game's really good. Vacuum's also good against Painter. Turns off like shutting off welders, and then if you take their welder, then you get to start welding out their stuff. So we've got, and I recently added Trash Master for the Painter matchup, so like I could set up this, like set up 7 really good cards against Painter. And also I've kind of realized against Painter that Flute has a lot of targets. You name Grindstone every single time. Like you could have nothing on board and they play Norza Saga. You still name Grindstone because you will not. It's very unlikely you die to Construct Beats. You die to Painter Grindstone like very consistently. So yeah, always name Grindstone. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for checking it out on YouTube. Looks like Sylvia's doing his normal blue-black stuff, so more legacy for you. All right, send over to Sylvia. Oh, I should say, if you're in the Patreon, I'm gonna start the Patreon back up soon, and I'm doing a Playpoint giveaway. I'll start entry later today. So look out for that. See you all next time.